I'm Antoinette, your hostess,
Oh,
with Darlene Little Sis as my co-hostess, and coming to you from Deer Island, New Brunswick, Canada, located in the Bay of Fundy. I want to welcome all returning Fiber Family members, new Fiber Family members, first time here. You want to check it out? Click subscribe, the bell, and all. Hopefully, you'll get notified when I upload a video, post on the community tab, or have a live. And if you're watching the replay, thank you very much. Don't forget thummies.
yeah.
And happy Groundhog Day, everybody. 6 more weeks of winter. Yeehaw.
Oh, right. Today was Groundhog Day? Oh,
Yep,
yeah, the
today's
second.
Groundhog Day. Yeah, my
Oh,
grandfather's birthday, my nephew's birthday. My grandpa would have been 107.
wow.
Yep, 107.
Yeah.
Sun's shining here, but boy,
Yeah.
did it get cold last night. Wow, did it get cold.
It was freezing here. When I got
Yep.
up, it was like, feels like minus 25.
Um, right now it is
Hello, Marlene. Welcome.
Alexa, what is 12 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
12 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 11.11 degrees Celsius.
Minus 11 Celsius here right now. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
I've got the mic up onto the thing behind the
camera.
monitor, but it's coming down, so it's right there. I think I've got it in the right position. I just
Yeah, I
finished
hear you
uploading another
fine.
video, little quick Happy Mail acquisition video. I've been caking up yarn that's been sitting in. I've got a whole bucket of yarn down here I got to cake up.
I probably do too, upstairs in garbage bags, waiting for somebody to hint, 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 put shelves together.
And I'm just putting the little ones into here. These are just little balls. Yeah.
You're not caking those ones up?
No, I'm not. Those ones are. I'm just putting in a scrap because a lot of times I have people that like scrap yarn for like they do grannies and stuff, and I'll just mail it to them. Welcome in, Zara. Welcome
Hey,
in, dear.
Zara. I'm just putting some hand cream on. This stuff is really nice.
Yeah, I have this. I'm using this.
It's
called Ocean. It's men's, but it smells really nice.
This doesn't have a smell.
Oh, I
guess
got it
when you go out, but
I wore my poncho to cards last night, and yeah, and one of the ladies there wanted a little lap gan, so I'm doing a little quick lap gan. Welcome in, Demetra. Welcome in.
Hi, Demetra, Marlene, Zara. Anyone else?
Guess what I got for my pattern for February?
Oh, yes. I need to send that off to
I got amigurumi.
Oh, can you see what it looks like? Like what the pattern
is? I have a picture on my phone. I haven't printed it up yet. Dawn thought she'd challenge me. So let me.
Thanks to your help, we have so far been able.
That voice sounds familiar.
Yeah, come up on my phone. We'll just not go there.
I hope everybody's doing well. I know if you end up seeing Antoinette's hands, one of her fingers got boo-booed yesterday.
It's not too bad. The swelling's gone down, but the nails, yeah. I put some liquid skin on it to try to hold it. I don't know if I'm going to lose the nail or not.
Well, it's not turning black, which it would usually do, right?
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
Well, let's just keep fingers crossed and praying. Cold and drab. Yes.
Okay. This is
freezing out there.
This is what my
a little girl doll.
And then there is
you'd be able to do that, no problem.
There's 3 patterns with it.
Oh no, how did you do that, Demetra?
How'd you do that, Demetra?
And you're going to have to like find clothes to put on that doll.
Nope, there's a pattern for the clothes. Hold on.
Oh, I think I have a couple of those. Yeah, I need to send. I'm sending Zara, which we've talked about, so she knows she's going to be getting is the
It's
Hermione.
Stitch.
Oh, that's cute. And a
So-
little Stitch with it?
It's got a little stuffed amigurumi and a Stitch cosmos. That's my amigurumi, my pattern for February.
Oh,
Yeah. So
wow. On Monday or Tuesday, I'm getting together with my friend that's in New York. She's not a crocheter, knitter, nothing like that. She bought this kit. So I bought it so I could do it with her and help her, hopefully help her. Like, do it.
yeah.
It's this. Look, see?
That's cute.
It's the
An
blue one.
axolotl. Yeah, a little axolotl.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I just put cream on my hands, so now it's like hard to open. But, like, it's tiny. It's like, look at the yarn. Little tiny yarns. And the needle, or the hook, I should say, is my old granny. Hey, Perp. 2.5.
Oh wow.
So she's
Hi,
never
Perp.
done this before. Never. So I'm going to try and teach her how to do it with a 2.5 hook.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
that for somebody that hasn't done it before. That should be interesting.
Yeah. And the yarn's not, it feels funny. Doesn't even really, it looks like cord, actually. It is. I don't know if you can see what it kind of looks like. Am I? It's like a, it's almost like a cord like that you would use for sneaker laces, for shoelaces. No stretch whatsoever.
Does it say how tall it is on the box?
Let me see, because you got the, and it like, don't get these things. Do not get them. They're too expensive. She got hers like really cheap, but she's in the US, so she got hers on sale. Mine, I paid like, well, it's disgusting what I paid for. You don't need to know that. Just looking to see, pardon me. Trying to see if it says like how tall it ends up being. Like, I'm not going to have a problem with this thing. I'm just worried about her. Because she has like the health issues also, like pretty much like what I have. Maybe, no way is it going to be 8 inches. I don't know. I'll have to measure it when I'm done. But yeah, it's going to be.
Welcome in, Lorraine.
Hello. It's a Canadian day. Well, with our Indian sister. Yesterday we had. Was it yesterday? No. Today is Sunday. See, my days are getting all mixed up with Dean being home. Like Friday, we went to the grocery store. Dean wanted to do a barbecue. So we went to the grocery store and got some meat. And he had to shovel off the back deck in order to get the barbecue going. But it was yummy.
Yes, Perp, and you, dear. The UK connection and we got the UK India connection.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Perfect. Yep. He made enough meat for us to have 2 nights. So last night I just fried up the rest, chopped it up, fried it up, and fried potatoes with it with onions. I love those kind of meals. Hello, Mark and Mindy.
Good morning, Mork and Mandy.
Mandy.
M&M.
Yeah.
So how's everybody's Sunday going? Are we crafting? Are we cleaning? Are we cooking?
Well, I was we just got back from groceries an hour ago. Then I get into we're playing this here game. It's a city builder called Foundations. You
Yeah.
play through Steam. And it's a nice game. The music is beautiful music. Very relaxing. -20 with the wind chill. I don't know what it is here, but oh my goodness. No, just 1 second. You didn't need to see that. I was waiting in the car for Dean and his brother. They went into the bank, and his brother, there's a grocery store there that we don't shop at, but there was a specific item his brother wanted there. So Dean went in with him to help him find it. And while they were in there, there's a Bell shop there, like for your phone and that. And so this here old gentleman comes walking up like in front of me from the parking lot. And it's okay. It's really cold here. Like right now, it's like -10. So it was probably colder because it was a little earlier. This old man comes walking like in front of the car, and all he had on were slippers. I believe he had socks on. A sweater, not a coat. A sweater. I hope he had a shirt on, and his underwear.
Oh wow.
Yeah, bare legs in this cold, and he must have wanted to go into the Bell shop, but he was there for like maybe a minute or whatever, and then he went into the grocery store area. So I hope he's okay, but he definitely should not have been outside with just like because he just had his underwear on and a sweater, hopefully a t-shirt. But it was a sad sight. It was like, oh my goodness. Oh, I don't think you'd be able to do it, Zara, with you being so used to your heat.
Oh, I hear the heathens barking outside.
Ah,
Yeah. No, I've just been caking up some yarn, and I uploaded a video there, just a few little happy mails and acquisition. The yarn I got for Solar Flare. Cleaned out I have 2 containers here with I call it scrap yarn. Some are almost full balls of yarn. They need it caked up, and then I have I've got yarn, I got skeins I got to put away. I got fiber everywhere.
20 is perfect for me, Zara. And you find it cold.
No,
Here
30.
Minus. This is in the minuses. Low minuses. Like I got up and it felt like -25.
Anything under 20 is cold.
No.
30, 35 is perfect.
Oh my goodness, no.
40 during the day, 30 at night.
No, thank you. Goodness gracious, woman. I'm having a hot flash now. You're giving me a hot flash.
See, I don't find it hot, Zara.
Oh my goodness.
I'm on the
I was
last.
melting.
I'm on the last 3-pack of this yarn I had. This is I'm just doing a lap game. Then I'm just doing half double crochets the rest of the way.
Oh, so let me so you have this thing here. I don't know if you can see it on computers or whatever, but on my phone, I have, it's like a dartboard with a dart in the middle of it.
Oh, my goal thing? Yeah.
Yeah. Antoinette has a goal that if she gets 5, is it 5 donations?
5, yeah.
If she gets 5 donations, she's going to do a gift away during this live. So if you are so inclined and you would like to contribute, I wasn't sure what it was. I clicked on it. It says, would you like to pay this? And I said, oh, okay.
It's something new they started. So I thought,
Oh, yeah, I did not see that. Yeah, because I saw it when I went on the phone, was on the phone.
Yeah, it'll be a gift card, digital. Especially since, and we won't get into the discussions during this, but especially since we had the tariffs put on. Yeehaw.
I would say just don't plan on making any humongous purchases.
Exactly.
Oh, and I finished the back of my cardigan. I love how it turned out. I did the, what is it called? The Icelandic cast off.
Yeah.
And
the Icelandic bind off.
It is. It's like, it looks like an I-cord almost.
Yep.
I don't know if you can really see that. But I really liked how it turned out. So I think that'll end up being the bottom. But this is the back of it.
That looks good, Darlene. That come out really nice.
I don't know how warm it's going to be. I'm doing the arms now. Yeah, I love it. And it's so nice and soft. Thank you. Although yesterday I got into playing this game, and it's like, poof, hours and hours have gone by. So.
Nope, I wore my cabled arm warmers last night to cards because my hands they've been hurting so bad. Arthritis is real.
Oh yes. You know what I've been finding is before it starts snowing, well, it's just snow because that's what time of year it is, that my shoulders, like I'm getting like that funny achy feeling in my arms.
Yeah.
And then like the next day when it's snowing or whatever, the shoulders.
The dampness gets in your joints.
Just kills me, especially with this calcification. Because I think I have it in my right shoulder also.
Excuse me.
But thank goodness I had physio on Thursday and they did like the ultrasound, heat, and the acupuncture. So I find the acupuncture helps.
I'll be right back. I got a guy here, then barking to come in.
Yeah. What are you guys all working on? Are you doing another quilt, Marlene? Because you just finished that one for your grandson last week, I think it was. And how is the weather? Like, I know it's cold here in Canada. Zara would definitely be warm weather. What's it like for you, Barb?
Yeah, we're going to have a couple visitors till Barb gets out of the shower.
Oh.
Yes.
Look at Gracie. Gracie's tail. We can see Gracie's tail and
yes,
Eva's face.
Yes. Hey, with the hair. Okay, let's go. Out. Too much hair. Out. Let's go. Out, 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 out. Let's go. Out, out.
Oh, you're now quilting it. Then that would be like all the little patterns you put inside, I take, right? The crocheted sweater. You're the gnome. Oh, yeah, you've been doing those gnomes. Oh, nice. Wow. Very nice, Zara.
Oh, thank you, Zara. Thank you very much. Yep. Nope. I frogged a few projects, recaked up the yarn. Now that I got the yarn for Solar Flare, I can work on Solar Flare.
Oh, you did get it nice.
Yep. And I was working on. I'm trying to finishing up the two. I'm trying to finish up are my broomstick, my strawberry shortcake wrap, and Solar Flare. And then Nordica. Those are the 3 oldest projects I have. Like I said, by the end of the year, everything that was on my list will be done, with maybe the exception of the 2 blankets.
Yeah.
Summertime, I don't like to work.
Well, those hand warmers you did, those are gorgeous. I love those.
I'm actually going to do another pair. I wore the cards last night, and I'll tell you what, it really helped because I had put some Asper cream on my hands and my wrists because I was dealing with bulky yarn. This is an 8mm. I have a tendency, you can feel it hurting, and I was doing so much knitting and cables.
Yeah.
I filmed the tutorial, and I am redoing the swatch for the tutorial on the sweeping cables, and I gotta soften up my cord. I like my Takumis. I was trying to find swivel cords for it, but I can't find anything yet. That is the swatch for the sweeping cables.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I do like 4 repeats, and then I do the tutorial. And I had to kind of like add to this. A base. Well, yeah, that way it has a base so you can see, because once it's done, I tear it out. I'm using these 2 yarns for my tutorials.
Okay.
I don't need any more squares.
No.
So I'm working on filming this today. Actually, I might just put this here and work on the swatch.
Oh, knit hoodie for hubby.
Thank you. It is yarn that I got in a when I won Lisa's wheel. I can't believe I won the wheel again.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's my color. It's my color. It's a teal. It's Yarnsmith's Noble Knit double knit. It's really nice. It's soft. Haven't made a hoodie yet.
I guess I do with my priestess coat.
Yeah.
That has a hood.
And I'm sitting there yesterday as I was caking up some king coal, and I'm thinking I should start doing the diamond panels, not the diamond panels, but I call them a necktie because they look like a necktie for the elf coat. I'm gonna redo the elf coat, but I haven't decided. I'm gonna do it in a different yarn. I think in a worsted weight yarn, an actual real worsted weight yarn.
Is that what it calls for?
Yeah. Well, they did was with the king coal is one of she gave you a choice between king coal and shawl on the ball. Now shawl on the ball we all know is not a number 4. It is because of the fuzz, but and that's what I did my priestess coat in. So either that or I'm going to do the coat in the king coal because I like the colors that it came out, but I'm going to go down to a medium. 40 degrees. Yeah, see, when I was in Australia, Zara, the hottest it got was 50, but most days it was in the high 30s, 40s.
Yeah, when you have to take your thermostat indoors so it doesn't explode, that's pretty bad.
Right? Yeah, exactly. But so no, I've been emptying garbage out. Just cleaning a few things.
Madison is not garbage.
No, the bag is. I saved a bunch of bags. Well, because I bought new shipping bags. I'm just getting rid of those bags there because I bought those bags last year. So I'll use because the size of the bags has to go down because of the cost of shipping.
Yeah.
I just sent out 3 packages. It was $86 for 3 packages.
Wow.
2 were in Canada and 1 was in the States.
Yeah, see, 1920, that's perfect. I love that weather.
Oh, Forever Fleece. I haven't never used that. But my goal of emptying this tote out with all my bulky yarn in it. It's like all my toy box, what's left of my toy box, which I may do another one of those, a news cable sweater, or find another bulky pattern for a cardigan or sweater and do that. I'm finishing up the rocking horse in that blanket. That whatever is left there, it's only making like a little Lapgan. No, they couldn't. So that's, and then I'll pick another tote and like I said, I'm trying to really stick to use my yarn. Not really buying any yarn.
Yeah.
Just using what I have. Lord knows I have enough. I found all these little flowers. My favorite. What I'm gonna do with these little flowers I made. It was on that top that I did for that test pattern.
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
I saved all the flowers. I've got 9 of them. So I'll figure out something to do with those. Maybe do a hat or something.
You know that amigurumi pattern you got?
Yep, I could use it on that.
Yes.
So I'll find things to use it for.
Yeah.
Just stop my cam for a minute here. But nope, just trying to use some of the yarn up. Yeah, Zara, that's what I was thinking. Or some of the granny bags that I want to make out of that big, huge thing of squares I have. All them squares I've done.
Well, yeah, like if you have a bag, you might be able to put like one on there and use it like a button, like you make a chain and loop it around the flower to close it up.
Yep.
Type thing, right?
This is the yarn. Nope, that's not the yarn I used for. This is ice cream roving. I was working. It's like working with Prism, but it's ice cream roving, and I was doing a pair of leg warmers out of it. I ripped them out. No, I just ripped them out. Excuse me. And it's really nice. It's very soft, but oh gosh, frog in it. Oh yeah, not fun.
Yeah, we went to get groceries today. Sundays we always do groceries, and we checked the mail beforehand, and we got this. And Dean says, "Oh no, that shouldn't go in the house." I got my Mary Maxim book this week. My newest one. One thing I would like, look at these guys. Aren't they cute? They are adorable. I want to make them. They're so cute. You see those Highland? Look.
Oh yeah, those cow things. I saw somebody on Facebook was making those last year. They were real popular.
Yeah, the Highland cows.
Yep, the Highland cows. Yep. I still have that sheep that llama that's knitted that I want to make.
I don't have a knitted llama.
I've got a knitted one. I'll have to send you the pattern.
Yeah.
But King Cole Riot, it all must be in my bedroom. I've pulled 4 totes out of my cupboard. Well, it's 5, that one there. But I've pulled 4 big, huge. I'm talking 100-gallon or 100-liter totes that are full of yarn. One is all my big, huge mega balls. Some's chunky, some's 3, some's 4. But just looking to get this stash really knocked down by the end of the year. But yeah, you can do that too. Also, the other thing is the ear warmers that I do. Put them on the ear warmers. But yeah, it was
you do a little cluster of them.
Yeah, I didn't want to throw them away. Welcome in, Michael. Welcome in. Well, thank you very much, dear. Thank you. Love you too. Love you. Yeah, I was watching some of your stitches. I actually pulled out my Tunisian hooks and been looking at patterns. I'm doing just little projects on this in between my big projects, just little things.
Oh, he does grocery shopping on Sundays too.
Yep.
It's a good day.
Yeah, him and Panda go do their grocery shopping.
Yeah, it's a good day to do that.
I think
Oh,
I
this is
was.
I know you guys like. Here's a little cute idea. Like,
Oh, for plants. Yep.
yeah,
That's an idea for my granny squares for all my plants I have.
yep.
Yeah, Barb says I'm overtaking the house with my plants. They have to be watered today. My spider plants. I had 1 spider plant. I now have 7 spider plants because I made babies.
Wow. I think I've lost my green thumb.
I don't do anything. I water them. I fertilize them once every few months. That's it.
That is pretty. You'll like this one. Look how pretty that is.
That's like the Moroccan tiles.
Yeah, I love it. I love the colors and everything.
Welcome in, Suzanne. Welcome in, dear. Michael, have fun grocery shopping, bud. I tell you what, I hate going to the grocery store because it's a shock every time the register rings up anymore.
Oh, hi, Suzanne.
I go and it's like, what the heck did I buy? What did I buy?
Yeah, well, we go like with Dean's brother. He gets less than us, but he has special needs. He can't eat certain things. His groceries always come to more than us.
Dimitri, oh, really? Oh, that'll make a nice sweater, Dimitri. That'll make a nice sweater. But I thought you said you weren't going to do Persian towels. That was it, not the Moroccan towels. I thought you said you weren't going to do any more tests there, Dimitri. Yep. Oh, Michael, if you have any, I saw a thing this morning. If you have any Joann gift cards, they're saying that they're not taking any of the Joann gift cards. A lady was on this morning talking about that, and they're not selling any either. She had $100 in gift cards that her kids gave her for Christmas, and she couldn't use them. They're not taking them.
That is awful.
I think that's awful too because somebody paid money for those cards.
Exactly. It's not like they're losing money off of that.
And I think that's illegal. They have to honor that card.
Totally. Here's something kind of like the one that you're doing, only it's like crocheted. Well, what you're doing is crocheted, I think, isn't it?
Yeah,
This
it's
is
crocheted.
more like granny square type. Oh, there's the camera.
Actually,
Like,
they're
more
granny
like
squares. Yeah, they're like the granny, but it's the exact same idea. The way they're offset.
Yeah.
The one I'm doing is the oh my heavens, what the teardrop.
Yeah.
Oh, that. Ooh.
They say that's intermediate.
I can't wait to see that pattern, Demetra.
Mystical lanterns blanket, they call it.
Persian towel. Okay, Suzanne. Hey, great. Take it from your
Yeah, that Persian towel throw. That's gorgeous.
Oh, wow. Michael, wow. And Michael was an affiliate for Joann's. I thought I had never been to Joann's, but yes, in reality,
wow.
I had been to Joann's because if you look, one of my knitting bags, it's a Joann's little project bag. When I went down there and the time when I first went down there, it was right around Christmas time. I went to Joann's and I ended up buying 200 skeins of yarn. And when I hit customs, of the gray flannel, Demetra, I don't have any more of that, dear. That's all I had. It was only those couple. But I bet you could. Yeah, I don't have.
What yarn was it?
Aldine wools in the gray flannel.
Oh yeah, I know.
I bet you could pair it with something.
Hi, Susanna.
Suzanne, you're right. They should, but I watched the video this morning, and they were cheap. And she went to Joann's.
Yeah, no, that's I think that would be illegal.
Oh wow, Michael. Oh, enjoy perp. Enjoy your num-nums. Oh I'm sorry, Michael. That's sad. But you know what? There's lots of companies out there. Go for it. Go for it. Oh, okay, Dimitri. Yeah, and a lot of times if I only have a couple hanks or balls or skeins or whatever or donuts of one yarn and I'm not going to quite have enough, then I'll use it as a contrast or I'll combine it with another similar yarn, of similar weight. And sometimes same fiber, sometimes it might be a blend fiber, but yeah, It's like that one podcast I watched, Not Quite Enough Yarn. Not Quite Enough Yarn. She has a huge yarn stash, but she never has enough usually to finish a project. So she's combining different ones all the time. So that's why it's called Never Enough Yarn. You have a good day, Perp. Have a good day, dear. I'm excited to see on the Yayas what everybody's patterns are for this month. I couldn't start my one for last month because she died. She's sending special yarn for me to do that shawl with. And now I got the little amigurumi to do. Now, amigurumi I can only do for so long because it hurts my hands because the stitches are so tight. It really hurts my hand. All right. Love you too, Michael. Give Panda a big hug for us. And you guys have a great day.
Have a nice day.
Thank you for coming. You guys have a great day.
You like the cables?
Oh, I love cables. Yep.
I like cable blanket.
You know me, I love cables. I mean, I do. I cast these on, but there's a little confusion in the pattern, so I got to check for any erratas. And this is one of the other ones from Outlander. It's called Through the Stones Gauntlets.
Oh wow.
And I put them onto my Chaogu little shorties. I'm going to take this off the cable needle before I lose these stitches because the way the pattern's written, I'm following it, and it's kind of a vague pattern. It wasn't. I'm using my little tiny itty bitty little ones with an 8-inch cord for the gauntlets.
Oh.
I had them on DPNs, but they were too long. I'm gonna have to get 5 millimeters for my zings.
When I was little, my mom would do this, and I can't believe they're still out. She used to do things like this.
Yes.
They're like these things are like a paint marker type thing. And that was like back in the early 80s. She did that stuff.
So this tutorial will be coming out tomorrow, sometime tomorrow, early Tuesday. And I'm going to be picking the, actually during the live, I'll be doing it, picking the next stitch. Because I'm doing 4 weeks from the cable and Aran stitches section. And then we'll pick I'll put a poll up and we'll pick up a new section and we'll do 4 weeks from that section.
Yeah, she would have probably done it like in the 70s and just rolled over. Because, you know, Mary Maxim's been around forever.
This pattern for the sweeping cables. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Thank you, dear.
Oh.
Dawn, I was showing the pattern you sent me for this month of the little love you too doll, of the amigurumi doll and the little Stitch and Leo. So I'll have to look through the yarn to pull yarns for it. Because I can work on Suzanne, the defined diamonds would make blanket, sweater, scarf, hat, anything. It is a very squishy fabric. And I did mine in DK with I did it with
even dishcloths.
Yep. 4 millimeter knitting needles. 4 millimeter knitting needles.
You make that look so easy.
Cables, the one we're doing for tomorrow is an 8-stitch cable, but it's a C4B or C8B.
Because I kind of like when you were saying like it's a C4 or whatever.
There you got a C4B and really, and you always have your stitch glossary with your patterns. And if not, you can refer to, like, this knitting book has all these things. C4B, C for cable, 4 and back because you're going to hold your stitch to the back.
Yeah.
So as you do cables, you learn it'll be 2 to your cable needle to the back, knit them 2, then knit off. Now
So
the
it's half of the number they give you.
Yeah. Now I did a cable on one of the projects.
Oh,
Oh,
there you go.
thank
Look
you,
at that.
Demetra. Thank you.
You just need one
Um,
more.
The thing with cables, like I was doing one,
Oh,
Dawn.
again. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. And we
Your
have
goal is achieved. Look at
goal
that.
is achieved. So during this live, we are going to have a gift away. We're going to have a gift away. One of the cables I was doing on one of my projects, it took three cable needles. I used 3 cable needles on this because it combined purl and knit stitches. Oh, it was wild.
Wow.
It was wild. It's actually the mitts that I'm working on. So, you know, there's if you read the breakdown for the cables, a lot of times just the abbreviation itself will give you a rough idea. Usually there's an F and a B, which would mean your cable needles can be held to the front and or a B to the back for most cables, but there are a few that are kind of misleading, like the T4F is a twisted cable front. T4B is twisted cable back, but it combines purls and knit stitches. So sometimes when you're doing, depending on, especially during Celtic cables, a lot of times purl stitches and knit stitches are combined within the cables itself, like in the diamond, defined diamonds pattern. You know, the C4Bs were all knit, but the T4Fs were purl and knit. And what it does is it creates a different look to the cable. Some of them will come out looking like braided rope. Some, you know, so it's and it's a texture thing. So, and even when you're working, thank you, Dawn. I hope you make that hat for hubby. I sent her an X pattern maker. I've made that hat for a friend of mine that was a golfer, and he loved it. I just did it in it was a wool blend, but it was a stiff yarn, and he loved it. So, but no, I used to be afraid of cables. See, words don't confuse me.
Wow.
Oh, you have to send me a picture, Dawn. You have to post a picture. I have to see it. I find the written pattern easier to me than the charts. I can read charts. I can absolutely read a chart, but I find it slows me down. Okay. Yeah. Maybe because my mind has always been more analytical of something, and I usually overanalyze things, and that's my problem. So when I'm doing the word, but a lot of times I'll double check with the chart also, because like this tutorial I'm doing for the sweeping cables, it has a chart with it. The pattern it gives you says on a background of reverse stockinette, and then down at the bottom of the page there's a say cables look really good if you put 4 garters, 4 stitches on each, the beginning and the end, and create a garter that will frame your, your project. Well, I'm doing that just to have, so the cables weren't on the end, and I had to do the math to figure out, okay, I'm doing 2 sweeping cables. Okay, so I have 4 additional stitches, 8 stitches for the cable, 8 stitches between the other cable, 8 stitches for that, 4 stitches for that. So I knew I had 32 cables. I had 32 stitches to cast on. So that's how I figured out. And I actually wrote things out on here how I'm doing it, so I remember to make sure that I do that garter stitch border, 4 stitches beginning and ending, and to make sure I have those 8 stitches in between the 2 sweeping cables. And a lot of this will say, okay, repeat rows 1 and 2 again. That's at the very bottom. So I write it out so I know, so I have it.
Like there was a lady on the what is it, Knitting for Beginners on Facebook, that they had a pattern and it had 6 plus 4.
A multiple of 6 plus 4 stitches.
Yeah, at the end. So like at the end, you'll always have the 4 stitches, which are usually knit. Unless you're on the opposite side, then it'd be purled, depending on the pattern.
The
But
easy way to figure out when you have a multiple, and it's great, like quite a few people give the multiples when they're doing a tutorial. And the great thing about doing that is, okay, before you do anything, read your pattern all the way through.
yeah,
Because there's notes in there that may apply to the very beginning of the pattern, but they don't show up until mid-pattern. That's why it's always important to read. It just saves you frustration and frogging. It
yes,
does.
and Jill, who's helping me with the ladies' night out pattern, we were like, she had a class on Wednesday just passed. The last Wednesday of every month, she's doing these little classes, and it's mainly on the ladies' night out to help me like learn how to make it for myself, because it's going to be a little bit looser and this. And she was saying that there's some spots that's going to be different, and she asked me if I'd like her to write it all down, or would she rather do a video. And I said, oh, if you could do a video and like add it in there, that would be great, because I'm such a visual learner. Because if you write it down, it's like, yeah, I have to see what you mean, and then I will understand what's written down. But I have to see it first.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
the written down is hard.
oops, sorry. Well, that's the thing, and again, I couldn't read a pattern when I first started knitting. I mean, I learned from a book. There was no YouTube umpteen years ago. Us old ladies, there was no
Yeah.
YouTube. I learned from a book. I couldn't cast on right. I didn't learn how to cast on a long tail cast on until 2018, when I got back into knitting. And my girlfriend Kathy, who is a phenomenal knitter, she's been knitting over 50 years. Her favorite thing to knit is sweaters or jumpers, depending on what part of the world you're in. And I go to her, I'm saying, listen, I'm having issues with, like a pattern Zara did of the cable sweater. I showed her the pattern I was doing, and she said that there was an error in it, and she literally took it apart and figured out what was going on with it. But I'm like, I haven't reached that skill level yet, or the skill level to be able to take and alter a pattern. I will take a couple of patterns and combine them if I'm doing something of my own. It's not, and I can't say it's my design, because I'm using parts from different patterns. But a lot of times, you ever notice when somebody does a tutorial, and there's one tutorial I've been hunting down this I want to make this sweater so bad, but she does it in a small. Well, there's no multiples or anything given. So I've got to figure out how to be able to adjust the pattern. It's a crochet pattern, to adjust the pattern to fit me.
Oh, okay, crochet.
I'm actually learning that I am not a large in a lot of things. I'm a medium. So I have to do that. Like when I do my elf coat, I'm going to do the medium, not the large. And if anybody would like that elf coat pattern, I have the large and the extra large, which was the second pattern that came to it. Okay, Lorraine. And Google's a great source. Google's a great source. But the thing with trying to alter a knit pattern, especially if there's lace, cables, and stuff, and yarn over stuff involved, is that if you make a mistake, it's a real pain in the patootie to fix.
That's why you need lots of lifelines. Floss is great for your lifelines.
I'm too lazy for lifelines. No, I do use lifelines once in a great while. I've learned to use them when I'm doing lace.
I've had at least, I think at one time I had 4 lifelines in at the same time. Like I do a few rows and then I put a lifeline in.
Yeah.
And then I just like bring them up.
Well, a lot of the patterns, like doing solar flare. I'm going to use solar flare as an example because it has 136 or 161 different. Every round is different. There are no repeats. I'm not putting 161 lifelines in because there are so many cables and drop stitches and beading that it's hard to put the lifeline in if you have to rip back, because there's really no round that didn't have those stitches in it. So you're going to deal with yarn overs and drop stitches within that lifeline, which the
Yeah,
biggest thing with
but-
lifelines is make sure you don't miss a stitch when you're coming through picking up those legs, or if you're putting it on your needle and knitting it through. And again, I may get better at doing it. It's a journey.
Well, the trick is like what I did with this thing. Like I have this here. This is the arms. What I would do is when I'm on the purl side, because you have to do every single stitch,
Yeah.
I'll finish it, and then I will take a darn needle, whatever needle I have, and I would put it through, and you get every single stitch when you do that. So it's always on the purl side that you do the stitch. So if you tear it out, if you rip it out, then you'll be on the purl side and you'll be able to see that way, because you will have the pattern on the front.
Well, you will notice that on, I want this needle here. I think it's these needles. On Chiaogus, okay, I'm going to try to hold this up here. On Chiaogus, if you look, you've got
Mhm.
2 holes.
Yep.
One of those is to put a lifeline through.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, Zara. Thank you. Well, Suzanne, I'll tell you though, I've had so much fun doing the drop stitches. I did a few patterns ago from the turning from Take the Plunge book, using the drop stitch. I really enjoyed it and had a lot of fun with it. And Solar Flare is beading, drop stitches, cables, pinhole cast on, all new techniques, to use. Just like in crochet, I'm learning new things in Tunisian that I want to be able to do. And it's just, practice, swatch, and that's it. Because I find Tunisian very beautiful fabric also. It's just, it's a very beautiful fabric, and it's warm. So welcome in, HD. One of the things that I try to do is to improve my skills and learn new skills, just like the brioche. Now, I think I'm going to change I'm going to rip the project out again. Zara, there is a video, dear, where I finished the elf coat and I model it. It was so huge on me. That's when I said, nah, frogging it. It took me a year to frog it piece by piece.
Yeah.
Lorraine, have a good day at work, dear. Be safe. Thank you for coming. And Lorraine, you should have your package tomorrow or Tuesday. Your Aberdeen's mystery bag you won. But yeah, Zara, there is a video where I model the coat. It was huge on me, and I've lost weight since then. So that's why I'm going to go down to a medium. And I've learned some new tips and tricks for Tunisian, and from Michael, and from doing. Hey, Zara, no problem. And from just doing Tunisian. How to keep my ends straight so they're not, and my stitch tension and stuff like that. That's something I did learn, doing the priestess coat and doing a couple small Tunisian projects. So all of us are on this journey, whether you're doing fiber crafts. I mean, Dawn's in here. She does other things. Marlene, she does other quilting and that. Welcome in, Kay. Welcome in, dear.
Hello.
Okay, sweetie. Thank you. I think I mailed it Thursday, dear. I just lost my train of thought. I have these moments anymore. My gray moments, my senior moments. But they have these new, these other crafts that they do, and it's a journey for them learning a new crafts. Like in some of the kits I got from the Happy Meal Advent last year, I've got some new crafts that I'm going to be learning. Resin. I've done embroidery and stuff like that. I've never done needle felting. I have a diamond painting.
Oh, my first needle felting was for your little dog. His paws.
Oh, really? Okay. So, it like I said, it's a journey for all of us. And to me, I get excited about learning something new. And before certain people in the other, people have been telling me, you got to learn to spin. You got to learn to spin. And I watch a lot of videos. I watch Sadie Spin Craft. She did a big thing with Temu and how to begin your spinning journey affordably, because it like any other craft, you start buying stuff, it gets expensive.
Oh yeah, and you want the latest thing. Like a spinning wheel, I don't think would be would be pretty expensive.
Yeah,
I saw this one woman. She had a really pretty purple one.
Purple.
So pretty.
Yeah. So, but I always come back to my base. I always come back to my knitting. Knitting is my first love. I started with crochet, but knitting turned out to be my first love. But I love knitting, crocheting, Tunisian, broomstick. Each one of the fabrics is unique. I like combining different crafts. I like combining Tunisian with knit or crochet. I have a pattern that I want to combine for a summer top using broomstick. Okay, whether it's crochet or knit with it. And I'm thinking just doing a crochet, but using a linked double crochet, because that's to make a summer top. And that's just been in the back of my mind, in my notes, of something I want to do. Okay, Suzanne, enjoy your company, dear. Enjoy.
Have fun. The thing I need to learn with knitting is my ends.
Is what?
Like the ends, like they are messy. Oh no, you can't see that. See how messy that is?
There are. That's
my
one of the tips and tricks that I watched. I don't remember who did the video on it. Was slipping the first and last stitch helps keep your edges, nice and straight, and it makes, especially on socks, for picking up stitches. But okay. Well, I'll tell you, Michael at MDL Crochet, his goal, he has videos done all the way out to like 2030. I mean, he has all these. He literally wants to combine. He wants to put a literal library of Tunisian stitches in one place. And he's very calm when he's doing a tutorial. He's very like Fiber Spider, very calm, very soft spoken, and takes you through it and explains it and gives you tips and tricks while he's doing it. Yeah, you mean, Martine, it is. I watched Sadie Spincraft, between using the drum carder to blend it and all that. It's too much. Yeah, thank you, Zara. Thank you. Yeah, Michael's channel has exploded. But there are other places I've gone to and looked at the Tunisian tutorials. I find Michael's easier to follow. Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. Okay, I have trouble following Mikey because Mikey goes so fast. It's hard. He's
too fast.
He's very fast in his tutorials, whether it's knitting, crocheting, Tunisian, all that. It's just, and people say, well, you can stop and go back. But if I'm able to listen to somebody and do it as, it's less frustrating to me, more relaxing, and I enjoy doing it more so than getting frustrated and having to just stop start. Because all I do usually watch tutorials for is if I come up on something that I'm not quite sure about, then I go find a tutorial about it, and then go back and do my pattern. And everybody's different. Some people are visual learners. Other people can, just pick it up
by reading. It's like I can't do that.
A lot of things I can do it, but sometimes there's a little stitch or technique that I can't quite get. That's when I go look for a tutorial. Berry Pink Knits, Stacy at Berry Pink Knits is another great source for knitting. There's a lot out there. Nastasia for crochet, Bot for crochet. There's all these channels out there, and every one of them teaches different. So you go and find out who you can watch that you feel comfortable watching them, and you want, and you can relate to how their teaching technique is. We all teach different. Like I said, if you want to come to the primary school or nursery school of tutorials, watch mine because they're very basic.
Well, your stitches are not basic. The way you teach it might be, but it's very easy to follow. And that's what you need. You can't.
That's
don't want
my
all these
goal.
fancy words. And
That's my goal. That's why I ask, if, were you able to understand this? Is there anything I can do different? Thank you. Thank you. There was a time when I was doing the mirrored video thing. And why I'm not doing Tunisian tutorials and crochet. Look, I'm not going to. There's enough channels out there that are doing it, and I don't want to step on somebody else's toes. And they know that craft. They know that technique. They know that, whether it's crochet or knit, they know it. Oh, thank you, Zara. You're welcome. Well, look, you guys know what you see is what you get with me. Messy and all, crazy, all. Come join the crazy train.
love it.
Or hot mess. Oh, by the way, if you want to drop your channel link, you're more than welcome to drop your channel link. Type the word drop your channel. Just don't get too carried away with it, because then YouTube has a tendency to think you're spamming. So, but yeah, once or twice through the whole live is great. If you haven't checked some of these people's channels out, go check them out. Share the love. Subscribe. Give them a thumbs up. There's so many great people in the chat. There's so many great people in the community, but I'm saying with who's here in our chat now, if you're not subscribed to them, go check them out. Show the love. Throw the yarn in the window, because you might just connect. When I first started YouTube, my channel, I mean, let's face it, folks, it's gonna be 6 years. Wow. I have made some wonderful friends, and the thing is, I have gotten so inspired by the people that I have met here on the community on YouTube, and they continue to inspire me with their skills, their insights, and I get to live vicariously through people that are buying yarn, because I had my day of buying all my yarn to build my stash up that I've been getting rid of slowly but surely over the last few years, because I let it get out of control. I don't buy yarn anymore just because.
I find you very inspiring.
Well, I hope I inspire somebody just to, be happy, live life, enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
We're not guaranteed tomorrow. Savor every day. Welcome in, Women Knits and Crochets. Well, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Well, welcome. Welcome, dear.
Yes.
I hope you like Woman Knits and Crochets. CNY, New York. So, that's why I keep coming back. That's why I'm trying to be more right now while I'm not working, although there is possibility full-time is looming in the future, in the near future.
Oh my God, again? For how long?
Somebody quit again.
Oh my
Syracuse.
goodness.
I've been up there many times, dear. When I was driving truck, I drove all through upstate New York. But
yeah, she definitely is, Mandy. See?
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna call her Double M or M&M. M&M. I don't like the red M&Ms, but I'll be right back. I hear one of my dogs crying. I'll be right back.
Oh no. Sisters in a fight or something like that. Goodness. But yeah, I just need to learn how to do my edging a lot better, because especially when you have to sew the ends together, you want to make sure that that it looks neat.
Okay.
Everything okay?
Yeah, she was dreaming.
Oh, not a good dream.
No, she was crying. I'd like to know my girls when they're doing that. they'll start whimpering and they're sleeping. I'm thinking, what is going? Because anybody that knows me knows that my dogs get spoiled rotten.
I think it's always funny when you see them running in their sleep.
Yeah,
And their
mine
legs are just a going.
mine are constantly doing that. Yeah, she was having a bad dream, Zara. So, but no, so that's one of the things is, and I'll tell you what, sis, I'm thinking about doing another Bay of Fundy Shaw in the Fundy Fog again, doing another Bay of Fundy Shaw, the Fundy Shaw, because I gave mine to Michelle after their house burned down and she lost all the shaws she made.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it to her. And Fundy,
Yeah,
I bought
mine's laying over there.
Yep. And the Fundy Fog's my favorite color at Briggs and Little. And that is going to be making a pair of those cabled mops because those went so quick. I had them done in 2 days.
Yeah, I got to get that pattern from you.
I'll send you the pattern. I'll go get them. I'll show you for those that haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I'm a big Outlander fan.
Oh, and the shawl that she's talking about, the Fundy Bay shawl, it was my first get back into knitting. And this is it here. It's like she gifted this yarn to me. It's a beautiful purple. And yeah, she actually to help me do this shawl, she did her best knitting tutorial, which is yarn over, knit two together.
It's a free pattern. It's a free pattern that you can get on Maritime Fiber Families. You can also get it on Ravelry, and it's the Fundy Bay shawl. Nope, it's a free pattern, Zara.
Yeah,
it's a free pattern,
and it works up pretty quickly too.
Yeah, it really is a nice thing. These are the cabled arm warmers that I made based on the Outlander series. Okay,
yeah, those are really nice.
How these are constructed is you knit this top part right here flat, and then I did a 3-needle bind off to connect them. Then you pick up 40 stitches, and what I did to figure out 40 stitches was I put stitch markers on each side and then in the center, and then I put 10 stitches in each thing, join around stockinette to the end, and then it's got a unique construction for the cuff. If you look at what the cuff looks like,
I can't really see it.
It's textured. It's a ribbing. It's a 4x4 ribbing.
Okay.
And I wore these last night to cards because my arthritis was really hurting, and I put on Aspercream, and there's also options in the pattern to put a thumb hole. I wanted to go authentic, but that's what they look like. I got to turn around. I put the seam on the bottom.
Oh,
yeah. That's what they look like. And I kept it, authentic. I forget who I got that idea from when I first started back into crafting. But the thing is, I'm a big Outlander fan. I started watching the whole series. I wanted to keep it authentic, and of course, it was a big thing for cables back then, being Scotland, Celtic cables.
Yeah, they turned out beautifully.
Oh yeah, Kay, I have a let me get it here. I have these gauntlets here are also based on it, called Through the Stone. More cables.
And the cables will make it smaller around too, right?
It brings it in a little bit, yes.
Yeah.
And then I have these leg warmers. It's a free pattern on Pearl Soho. So those are all because we're doing. I know. I'm gonna listen to the audiobooks. Diana Gabaldon, who is the creator of the Outlander series, it's adapted from a book, but supposedly there's a new season out. Okay, I think there are 6 seasons. I think 6 seasons is what I have. So I'm hoping that they come back and finish the rest because I really enjoy the series. Being that my husband's family is from Scotland, it's kind of neat to, and Inverness was, referred to in the series.
We have an Inverness here in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
But Nova Scotia is New Scotland.
Yeah, exactly. Just like, and here again, squirreling. I was looking through my Ravelry for a pattern for something, and I come up on the Canadian geography. It was an ebook I bought 5 years ago, and it's got each province has a Shaw except New Brunswick. There's one for Nova Scotia. There's one for PEI, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Victoria. I mean, and these they're knitted with beading. I mean, they're gorgeous shawls. Some are charted, some are written. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the audiobooks because when I go to sleep at night, I like to listen. I usually listen to podcasts or something. I set somebody's channel up, play their playlist when I go to sleep. Okay, yeah, we're not on. I'm watching on Netflix right now. So, but yeah, the Outlander series is really, and the actors that they got in it are really good. Oh, really, Demetra? Yeah. From what I understand, a friend of mine, her sister was over there doing university, and apparently it's very gorgeous green. And they're actually, we have one of our Island Yarnies is from Scotland, Wendy McJanet. And she's, and I've sent a lot of stuff to her because she was on a run there and won a lot of different giveaways. Okay, thanks, Demetra. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I mean, I was an avid reader. I just went for my eye exam. I need new glasses. My driving vision is like almost 20/20, but it's just I'm farsighted, and it's all computer, knitting, crocheting, reading. So with everything else that goes on in my life, I don't have a whole lot of time to read. There's a book here. I have never heard back from the author, and I don't know if I can read from it, but it's called Unraveling Canada, a knitting odyssey. And it was this husband and wife that went across Canada, and it just talks about the knitting journey, going across Canada, local yarn shops and festivals and stuff like that. It's artisans of the past and present, family to family, and stuff like that. So that's what this book's about. So I haven't had a chance to read it because I messaged them and said, would I be able to read excerpts from it on the channel, but I never heard anything back. So I didn't want to do it because in order to do something that is able to be without getting hit with the copyright, it's got to be, I think, 75 years.
Oh.
I'll be dead by the time this reaches 75 years. And this was printed in Canada. I'm on a buy Canadian as much as I can.
Yes.
So it's called, it says in 2015, Sylvia Olsen and her partner Tex embarked on a cross-Canada journey from the Salish Sea to the Atlantic Ocean to conduct workshops, exchange experiences with other knitters, and Olsen hoped to discover a fresh appreciation for Canada. Along the way, with stops in over 40 destinations, including urban centers as well as smaller communities like Sioux Lookout, Ontario, and Shelburne, Nova Scotia, Olsen observed that the knitters of Canada are as diverse as their country's geography. So, I mean, Okay, that's what I thought. So that's one of my things to do. It may become my office reading. I'm sure we all know what the inference of office is. My tutorial desk is all set back up.
I call it the library.
I usually called it my office. Oh, Zara. I'm here. As Warren Warren used to say, I'm not here for a long time, but I'm here for a good time. Welcome in, Josie. Welcome in, dear.
Hello.
And again, I want to thank everybody that's been watching the playlist and leaving comments on the older videos. And I'll tell you, it's funny. I'll go back and check out one of my older videos, thinking to myself, wow, that was bad. I checked some of my earlier lives. Oh my gosh, they were awful because of the quality of the video and everything, the audio. So to me,
thank goodness for Elon Musk, right?
Yeah. So I was so glad to be able to update everything. Computer, camera. The tutorials are coming, my camcorder, they're coming out a lot better, you know, and I use the mic off the camcorder and it seems to be, and I post editing, I can do some boosting on the audio.
And you're not cutting your head off anymore.
Yeah, I'm not cutting my head off. Well, Obi is live. I just have to set him up. I did get Obi. I'll show you. Obi is.
Yeah, she came a long way, baby. Oh.
So if you see how that is.
Yeah.
Obi, I have to set Obi up, but Obi is live. I've just got to set him up on a.
That reminds me of you, like your first couple of videos.
Zara, my mic is right here, but I went and watched. I'm a big thing on watching and researching, positioning the mic, proper settings, and everything. So I'm able to sit here without it hanging in my face. Now, mind you, it's over here. It's off camera, but it's coming up and over top of my monitor. And it's not in, welcome back. It's not in, you know, like when I was doing my videos and the mic would pop in there. So this way it's not distracting. I had it on my table desk, but moving around, you know, that's when I would go in and out.
And I noticed, like, if I listen to your videos and I have my kitty cat, aren't they cute? Look at little kitty
Those
cat.
are cute.
When you get those on, whenever you would hit the table, or not really hitting the table in that, but I could hear every movement.
Yeah, but it is
But
on. Yeah, because
it was on.
It wasn't in the overhead mic. It's in a shock absorber, and that helps with keyboard sounds, you know, desk sounds. Sitting on the desk, it got all the vibration through the desk.
Yeah. But well, that's because I have my headset on, and with the headset, you can hear everything. Anyway, so
my headphones are right here. Skull candies.
Yeah, I got.
They're wireless. I use them with my phone. If I want to listen, if I'm sitting in the living room and I want to listen, I don't want to watch the TV. I'm listening to something. I can put them on. I'm sitting there knitting and crocheting because I have to go out and spend some time, you know, and see the girls, because I have been trying to keep the girls out of here. I need to do something here. Hold on, let's check it here. You guys keep talking. I'm just doing something here. I've got to find.
So, do you guys find that a bit bright? Do you want me to close that shade? I'm not sure if it's like too bright or not for you, because I can close that shade down because the sun is shining in that window now. Okay, thank you. So, like, the sun won't directly hit me because the
Okay.
position, but
Can one of my illustrious moderators put a break in the chat, please? We're going to do a gift away.
The moderator extraordinaire is in the house.
And there is keywords that are have to go in your thing, but
Oh, look.
oh, thank you, Lisa. Okay.
Lisa's in the house, of course.
Yeah, everybody just start typing the word ground. 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 Because today is Groundhog Day.
Oh, ground. I think you said round.
Nope, ground. Here, I'll put it in chat. Ground. Just keep doing it. We're gonna let it go for a few minutes, a couple minutes, and then we're going to draw a winner for a $25 Canadian dollar gift card to Mary Maxim, Wool Warehouse, Hobie, Holscarn, one of the yarn places. I mean, I know we all are low on yarn. I know
I am.
Seriously. You still have more sitting here. You have a whole box sitting here. There's 14 in here. Let me just check and see how many we have.
And also, don't forget your thummies. Thumbs up, please. Was it good for the algorithm? Is that what people say?
Let me go here. Oh, let me see. Let me go here. Oh, let me see. No. Okay.
That looks more like a mountain, Lisa.
Okay. All right. Breaking the chat. And I gotta share the screen here. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, make it big. Make yourself big.
Nope.
Okay, I see ya.
Okay. All right. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. Nightbot. Oh, Demetria, congratulations.
Congratulations, Demetra. Congratulations.
Oh, I was just trying to figure out what is that picture of? But it's of like the spot where your glasses are.
Demetra,
Nice.
message me, email me who you want. Aberdeen's, Mary Maxim, who you want your $25 Canadian. And Demetria is Canadian, so she'll actually, it's Canadian dollars. To where you want your gift card. So just message me and let me know. I'm just going to write this down here.
Aberdeen, she says.
Aberdeen's wool. Okay. I'll get that out to you after the live. And don't forget, we'll be doing this. We'll be doing the monthly draw for ones at the Yayas.
Okay, Lorraine.
All right, Lorraine. Thank you, dear. Have a great day. You have a great week, hon. I started watching your last video. I got to catch up on it. Finish watching it. For February, all new giveaways. With the exception of I have the member giveaway for the Island Yarnies that I'll be doing, and then I will notify the winner who wins the giveaway for the Island Yarnies quarterly giveaway. But each month there'll be one for the Yayas and one here on the channel, and then once every 3 months for the members. And yeah. So last month the winners were Lorraine. No, it wasn't Lorraine. It was Marlene. I actually have to look and see.
Oh, was it Demetra? I think it was Demetra. On the FB? Wasn't it Demetra?
Yeah, I have to look and for Facebook, look and see who won on Facebook. Beverly.
Oh,
Yeah, Lisa, I was catching a little bit of the replay of your Instagram live you did. I didn't even realize it was going on. I was catching the replay on it. But no, I I have a note up there to remind me monthly yayas and the channel, and then quarterly for the members to remind me that I have to do that. And then there'll be the surprise, gift away during a live or a replay. Like we met our goal today. Thank you very much, everybody. Welcome back, Perp. Perp's all fed, feeling quite satisfied. Was it yummy, Perp? Was it yummy? Let's stop my camera here for a minute. What'd you have to eat, Perp?
yeah. What was for supper? Is supper just basically a Canadian term?
No, I've heard it all over the world. Fed and watered. But what was you fed with?
What went into your belly?
In my belly. I made homemade marinara sauce with hot sausage and meatballs yesterday.
Oh.
Leftovers today. Chicken burger, chips, and salad. Yeah, I had a Caesar salad with my spaghetti. I love Caesar salad.
And tonight we're having pork chops and potatoes.
Pork chops and applesauce.
Yes, I got myself some applesauce.
Oh, I couldn't serve pork chops or pork roast without applesauce. Warren would have a fit. And tomorrow, I'm just being upfront with you guys. I don't know tomorrow. I've been on a self-destruct mode this whole week. Tomorrow is 2 years that he went home.
Oh goodness, yes.
So, yeah, it's been really. I think I figured out that's why I haven't been sleeping the past week or so. It's been on my mind a lot, and hard to believe
Understandable.
It's been 2 years. Thank you, Zara. But I'm keeping my promise. I'm living life one day, 1 hour, 1 moment at a time. And I come to my fiber family for the love that you guys have shown me. I hope you feel the love back, because you guys are a big, 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 big part of my life. And some people don't understand. A lot of people, people say to me, how can you call people like that family? I said, I gave them the example of being a step parent. Just because you didn't have the egg or the sperm for the baby does not make you a father or a mother. It's being there. It's caring and just supporting, and that is family. You don't have to be blood.
Like in my heart, you're my big sister.
Yes. And that's just it. And the love that I have felt from this fiber family over the last 5 years, 5.5 years. Thank you, Zara. Well, I hope so, because, I only have a couple of friends on the island here, okay, that I call friends. Kathy, the boys that I play cards with, as goofy coots they are. I felt comfortable and safe. I come here, I feel comfortable, safe with all of you. And that's why I have always made sure that this and the Yayas was a safe space where everybody is welcome. Everybody should feel comfortable and free to speak their mind and stuff like that. But everybody is so respectful, so supportive, so caring, so loving. I feel very blessed every day. That's why I'm trying to get out more content for you. Things that you want, not just something I want to do, but things that people want to see. Tutorials I've got as I'm doing, excuse me, the cables on here, I'm going to show the technique because people want to see some cables. That's why we're doing the cable tutorials. I want your input, of things you want to see. That's why I'm trying to do a live every Sunday and keep consistent. Once in a while, I may not be able to, we all have life stuff gets in the way. And I know as the weather warms up, people get outside, and a lot of people's watch time goes down in the summertime, but I will be outside too and in the pool. But guess what? I'm going to be videoing.
Yeah.
We may do a live from the pool. Thank you, Zora. Yes, somebody had asked me to do the make one right, make one left. And they said that they cleared them up. And I also have a disclaimer in there too. Well, Marlene, look, you and Bruce were here in my home. Darlene's been in my home. You guys, I'm Italian, and my grandmother, God rest her soul, grandma always told me, when people come into your home, you welcome them as if they're family. And that's the culture that I was brought up in, the Italian culture. And everybody is family. We feed you. That's the big thing. The kitchen's the center of the home. And I'd like warn you to everybody. Why do you think I got so big? He said my wife was a good cook and I like to eat. Okay, Perp, good. I'm glad. I'm doing another cable. Oh, that's what we got to do. We've got to pick the next tutorial. I'm filming sweeping cables today.
And I just have to say, you were talking about you appreciate us. We appreciate you. I know I totally do. I love talking with you every day, even if it's to say good morning. And that through you, like we've gotten so close, but through you, I've met other people who I talk to outside of this, like Marlene and now Zara. It's like, it's you.
Connections.
Yes, you are giving us connections of people that we would not have on our own met.
Well, you hear what I gotta put up with?
Yeah.
Oh,
But you are very appreciated.
Well, I feel it. I just want to make sure I want to give back to those that have given to me.
But you know what? What you're doing right now, this live, talking, and all that stuff, that's all we ask for.
And the thing
We
is,
don't need anything.
Well, no, I'm saying the giveaways and stuff. Those are just. It makes me happy. I've always been that way. But
well, yes,
it's the human connection. That's what that to me is the biggest part of this, the human connection. And Herp, let me tell you, they will bark at a leaf, a bird, people walking up the road, driving up the road. They think that, yeah. No, you can't go in there. Oh, my Temu delivery came. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, we'll see what we got from Temu. My last one I got.
Dean's always saying about how grateful he is that I have this community that I can also like communicate with. Because I would not have my own channel. Because
there's one thing in here you can't see. There's one thing in here you can't see. It's for my members for their Christmas in July box.
Yeah. If I had my own channel and somebody said one wrong thing, I wouldn't have any computers. So
your Christmas that you were supposed to have this Christmas that I was not here for, we were on strike, is going to be, I'm celebrating Christmas in July with my members. So it enables me to, I got these for my light switches. They're lighthouses. For my, I got those. I got a new phone for my case, a new case for my phone. Let me, must be raining out. These are wet. I have another one of these, but it was ordered in the wrong size. So it's the next S24. I've got S23.
And see, Marlene enjoys our lives. Your lives.
Huh? Who does?
Marlene.
Oh yeah. Where's my phone? Oh, right here. Okay. This was the one I had on it. But I got a new one that is more me. And I actually have two of them because the other one I got, I accidentally clicked on S24, not S23. But this is the back of my cover.
Oh, wow. That looks like something that
Michelle does.
Yes.
Yes,
What?
it does. Yes, it does. So that's my new phone cover. If you notice the theme here going, and I got,
if you show her that to her, she's going to start doing that.
oh, sure. And I got, this is for my car. My BB, my Ford EcoSport. It's for the back. It goes in the back to organize all of my work clothes and stuff. They're my
Oh, yes.
rain gear and stuff. And the other thing, this is going to be in a future gift away. It may come with some yarn in it. It won't be much, but I saw this, and I always try to find things that are good for giveaways that represent me. And what is my signature
Anchor.
thing? Now, although this is a lunch bag, I thought it would make a great project bag.
Oh, yeah. Oh, very nautical.
And that's the other side. So that is going to be in a future gift away. I've got a whole 2 canvas totes in there with stuff for giveaways, from hooks, needles, notions, all kind of stuff. So that will be in a future gift away. So I'm still going to send out small bags, but it might be something like that. And, because I've got project bags and stuff that I had ordered specifically for the channel, which I can no longer get anymore from my members because but yeah, if anybody here has a Galaxy S24 Ultra, let me know, because I have this cover for an S24. Mine's an S23. Just saying, just let me know. So
I'm sorry, I do iPhones.
And this here is going to be in a future gift away too. These are all nautical and ocean themed ornaments that you can either make into a mobile, into garland, all kind of things. They're wooden.
Okay.
And they come with hemp rope.
Yes.
So those are also for future. And it's just little things like that that are different that I try to find to put into Happy Mail for people. I've got to get busy making stitch markers. Yes, I know. That's like, I got to do. That's an evening thing I do. But I'm trying to clean up my carts and reorganize my stuff so it's easier for me to make them. So my dogs aren't eating and swallowing my charms.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, that would be.
They're awful. We are going to ask you-know-who to pick a page between 80 and 131, and then we will pick another number that picks the pattern that we're going to do for end of this week, upcoming early following week. Alexa, please pick a number between 80 and 131.
Here's a number between 80 and 131. It's 115.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 2.
1.
This one's going to be interesting, people. Wait till you see. Wait till you see. I just got to put on here. I marked the tutorial number on it, so I keep them in order. Tutorial number 3. Okay, the tutorial for this week, the end of this upcoming next week, is called, and this is so appropriate for February. It is the Seed Stitch Hearts cable pattern.
Oh, that's pretty.
There it is right there.
Oh, yes. That is pretty.
So that is the one that we're going to, now that one's going to be a long tutorial because there's 20 rows. Now what I'll do is I'll do the first 20, and then the next 20 I'll do with you, and then you'll see what an actual swatch of it looks like.
I don't think I know the seed stitch.
Oh, seed stitch is real easy. Now, this one here, this one's going to have baubles in it. Knitted baubles. New to me.
Oh, wow. New to me.
Yeah, we're going to have knitted baubles. We're going to have T3B, T3F, C3B, T3B, C3B. Yep, T4F, T4B. So we're going to have all kind of cables in this one. This one here is going to be a long tutorial. It'll be a long
have
tutorial.
To break it into two.
Nope, I'll do it in one. So that is the next one we're going to do. And then we will have one more week of cables. And then we're going to move on to, yeah, basically, sorry, that's seed stitch. Knit one, purl one. And when you turn your work, it's purl one, knit one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have that purple sweater you guys see me in. Oh, bees. That purple sweater you see me in, everybody asked me, Kathy made it for me. It's done in seed stitch. And I've done a few things in seed stitch. So, you know, any of my crocheters in here that want to start knitting, come join us. You know, again, so my goal is this week to show Solar Flare and the Strawberry Shortcake Broomstick some love, finishing up, because that one's getting so close to fruition that I'll be glad to get it done. It's almost getting done there. I have already posted my no, I've got to post my 2 makes on the Yayas for the Mal that we're doing, that is just ongoing, you know, something from a book, something from a movie, something from a TV series that inspired you. And I asked that you put, you know, where the pattern can be found. Is it a free pattern, paid pattern, and how did it inspire you? You know, and all it is just to share. You know, it kind of gives you an insight to what somebody watches, enjoys. You know, their mindset. You know, they're into the supernatural, or they're into Vikings and history, and you know, or they're into
sci-fi.
Needles. What's needles sending, Perp? What's that mean?
Send her some needles so she can learn how to knit.
Yeah, Lisa, we got to get Lisa knows how to knit. She's knit before. Do you know, I was watching Outlander, something that there was a scene in the movie that Brianna was talking with somebody. Oh, Ian. And was saying how everybody, men, women, everybody knows how to knit back in the 18th century in Scotland.
Well, you kind of need, way back when, you kind of needed to, because that's how you got your clothes. It's not like you go to a store and just buy like a t-shirt.
Exactly.
So yeah, I believe like they just knit it back then just for necessity, not for enjoyment like we do.
Okay. Surprise. This is for a pattern of your choice. The winner gets a pattern of their choice. Demetra's exempt from this one. Demetra, sorry, hon. You won once today. I'm about to draw again.
Just as you said it, her name comes up.
No, I can't win a pattern. I don't want one.
Third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm.
Nightbot can't win either. Oh, Marlene, congratulations. A pattern
Marlene,
of your choice.
And if you want quilting, we can do quilting too.
Nice.
I'm sorry, Demetra. That was just a surprise. I thought I was looking. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to do a pattern. I'm going to do a pattern for somebody. And Marlene, let me know if you want some of those quilting books. I will send them to you. I'll put them in one of the flat rate express post box and send them to you. Pay it for. Oh,
really?
Mimi wants me to pay it forward. Okay, well, we're going to draw again. Share screen. Here we go. I do this for transparency so you guys see. We're going to draw again. Mork and Mandy.
Mork and Mandy.
Mork and Mandy.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Email me with your pattern choice. Now here, up to $10 Canadian. Just send me the location of the pattern, or if you have a link to the pattern, and then I will get that pattern to you.
Yes, congratulations. Yes, that was very sweet of Marlene.
Thank you, sis. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Isn't it neat finding about that's another thing we get here too. We get little bits and pieces of history about our fiber arts from every people. I mean, it's just, it's amazing. Here on the island, a lot of the men knit because they repaired the fishing nets. They knit.
Oh, yes. Well, yeah. I think some places they have the women do that, fix the nets.
The minister that used to be at my church, he used to knit mittens for charity. He knit mittens.
Are you coming back?
Yes, I am. I couldn't find I didn't realize I was off camera. Excuse me. But yeah, so that's another thing that's great about the channel. We still have about 15 minutes. So so we picked our next pattern, which is so appropriate with Valentine's Day coming up.
It is. That's crazy.
Yeah, Marlene does this. She does it old school, the tiny, small stitches. That is absolutely phenomenal. I have a quilting sewing machine that I'll be using once I learn how to use it. I have quilting racks that they're over 100 years old.
Wow.
Barb got them from Cousin Edith. Okay, good. I will send them to you. I will get a express post box and I will ship them off to you. Good. I want to find something good. Because I also was looking at the two big, huge black garbage bags full of material, and I found yarn in there. So I've got to empty those out, and I think I'm going to be working downstairs a little bit today.
Speaking of the quilting thing, did you see Crystal's one of her last videos that Debbie, the Canadian crocheter, sent her and her daughter some quilts?
Yes, they're beautiful.
They were beautiful.
Yes, Perp, the Fisherman's Cable sweaters. And the unique thing, the reason they changed is because they were done that way and they were made out of wool. They were done that way so when the body was found at sea, they could identify what family it went to. And that's the truth. One of the old fishermen from the island told me about that. Each family there might be just a slight twist to the cable pattern.
Yeah.
But it uniquely identified that family. And they were able to get the loved one back to the family. We just had a boat down here near where I live, and they're looking for the fishermen.
Oh, goodness.
We're supposed to let them know if any, because it's right down off where I live.
Oh, you don't want to see that?
No, I don't want to see it, but we're watching for like parts of the boat and stuff. But Josie, that's knitting, knit and purl, and then combinations of those two stitches thrown in with your yarn over, so like that. That's the basis for knitting, knit and purl. Cast on, knit, purl, cast off. Those 4 are your basic 4 skills you need to start. Excuse me. And I do have those in my tutorial playlist. So I'm going to reorganize into 2 knitting playlists. One's going to be techniques, one's going to be stitches. But those are your basic. If you know those, you're on your way. Mm-hmm. The rest of it you learn as just by doing it. Dishcloths is a great way to start up.
Yeah.
Also, make great gifts. Get yourself some dishcloth cotton. Pick a stitch.
Christmas is coming.
Yep. Do knit, and then do one all in pearl. Like if you knit both, knitting every row is garter stitch. Knitting on the front row, right side, and purling on the back side is stockinette stitch. Okay, then you got reverse stockinette stitch, which is the purl on the right side, and stuff like that. So you can make a lot of dishcloths and crochet a basket, roll them up, put a nice little ribbon on them, put them into a basket, stick in some holly or a Christmas ornament you make, and there's a Christmas gift for you, or even a housewarming gift, or chocolates, bridal gift. They make great gifts. I always have scrubbies and dishcloths on hand because I'll grab those and just sit and whip a couple of those up while I'm watching television, because really that's where I use my straight needles a lot of times, because it's just nostalgic to me. You know, these, other than my big ones I use for my broomstick projects, these are the only straight needles I have. This pair here is over 40 years old. It was the first knitting needles I bought. These were gifted to me by a Fiber Family member probably 4 years ago. I actually had 3 sets, but I gifted a set to a lady that I used to take care of because I got her back into knitting after because she was in a depression, and I got her back knitting baby stuff. But I just do it for nostalgia. To me, it's nostalgic. I tried doing it with my tutorials, but they kept tinging the table, and it was too loud.
Your last one you switched over.
I went to the circulars. Anybody in the chat, if you have or know of Clover Takumi interchangeable set, it's a bamboo set like this. They're bamboo. If you know if they have other cords available, let me know, because I've been on a hunt to try and find another set of cords for my Takumis that aren't so. Oh, okay, Josie. Okay. Well, the first 4 tutorials are all cables. The first one's out. I have the second one. I'm working on the swatch to do the tutorial. And then of course we'll have the heart one there. And even though these are being randomly chosen by you-know-who, it seems that they're getting progressively harder. I do have a few cables on the channel already that are from patterns that I did with Lindsay. I show some, I think I was at work on the ferry and sat it on my lap, and I did what the cables were. And I think there was some, some SK2Ps in there, SSK. I mean, there's some odd stitches in there too. And SSK is slip knit. I just had a brain for it. But so yeah, just check out the tutorials. And if not, again, I've listed like Stacy Very Pink Knits is another big one to go. She has a slow motion series.
Yeah, she's
where she does
really good.
They slow the technique down, and she does a voiceover. And she's got somebody that does all her production stuff. It's just me. I'm a one little woman show. So it takes time.
A one-woman show with a lot of whips.
Yeah, my whips are getting done. I'm just making a note here so to mail those books out to Marlene, because I can just throw those. I can put up to 11 pounds in the box, 5 kilograms, and ship them because it's Canadian. So we have the flat rate boxes for Canada. So that's it. So I'm basically today, I'm just going to be working on this swatch so I can get the tutorial filmed. And then the editing took me quite a bit yesterday. It took me quite a bit of time to do the editing, because when I do my tutorials, I go for each row. I put in the written, because when I started doing that, people said that made it a lot easier for them to follow.
Yeah.
When I put that, because they could write that down as we were progressing through the tutorial, so they had it for future reference. So that's why I do it.
You can maybe keep it up a little bit longer, like while you're doing.
I've got to go in, and that's the other thing. I've got to go in and change the duration time on on it. So that's the other thing I've got to go in. So when I go to upload this tutorial, I will change the duration time for that particular insert. I can change how long it stays up.
Like it's not like it's a blink or anything, but yeah, while you're doing that row, maybe.
Yeah, like I said, and that's what takes me the time on doing the tutorials, starting and stopping. And then I've got to take all those clips, import them into Filmora, and then start putting the clips together. And I've got to import them one at a time, because if I just click on all and import them as one, they'll come in, they may not be in order. So if I right click delete, it deletes them all. So I have to go in and put them in. Yesterday, I think there were 15 clips in the video.
Wow.
Welcome in, Divergent. Thank you. Welcome in, dear.
Hello.
Well, again, exactly, because as I'm talking to them, like what I said, where I said T4F, twisted 4 front, that lets them know what the stitch is. This is the abbreviation, and this is how you do it. And that's one of my goals, is because I know a lot of patterns. I'm Christine from Christina's Crocheting. So proud of her. She is in the Happy Mail Advent, and she is going to learn. Her partner sent her a pattern that has a video tutorial, but Christine said she's going to try to do it without watching the tutorial. So thumbs up to Christine, because she's going to try to learn to read the pattern. Because once you start, the more you do it, the easier it gets. Now, I'm not saying that somewhere along the line, this pattern I'm doing right now, I'm not doing the chart, but I'm gonna have to look at the chart to figure out, because it's not working out the stitches, because 22, the cable pattern is 22 stitches. There's 22 stitches in the cable pattern. Okay, not saying it's 22 stitch cable, it's an 8 stitch cable, but the combination of the pearls and the knits. But when I started going into to do the cable pattern, I'm into the section now where the cable pattern is going to start doing the twisting and turning. It wasn't matching up. It's supposed to be 3 to your cable needle, then knit 3, purl 2, knit 3.
But what you might want to do is like start up like a Word document or whatever, and type out what the chart is saying. Maybe that might help you.
Too much. I don't have enough time.
That's what I have to do for this cardigan I'm doing.
You forget I'm also doing all the crap for the chamber. Tax season's coming up. I just got all my numbers and everything from CRA.
Done with that.
No, because I love my island so much.
They dragged you back in, huh?
Well, we have our annual general meeting is sometime in April, and they've already put out people to take up office, get some fresh blood, because I've been doing it for 9 years.
Yeah, it's all volunteer.
Yeah, it is, and nobody wants my position. I am the only one left from the original board, the only officer left. Everybody else quit. I'm gonna do more. Divergent. I would say probably the bigger channels, like Bod and the Crochet Crowd and Nastasia, could do it. That is a lot of work. Like I said, just doing what it took me all afternoon yesterday to edit that little short, 18-minute video that I did, just because of the time it takes assembling the clips, putting in the pattern, and uploading it, putting in the description, all that it takes a lot of time, to I think I had into that's 2 days of filming. 2 days of filming, getting it down to under 30 minutes. And like this next one we're going to do, the seed stitch heart, I bet you that goes 45 minutes. I try to put as much information as I can on screen, as far as I put in the stitch that we're doing, and I'm talking to you and saying, we're going to do this. Okay. And I try to do 1 or 2, sometimes 3, depending on the difficulty of the stitch or technique we're doing with you. And then I clip off, and then I'll go finish mine. And then I come back on and say, okay, last stitch, this is what we're going to, this, and then we turn our work and go into the next row. because right now I'm just doing flat tutorials. It's a lot easier. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I understand you on that, Divergent. Yes, I haven't got that reached that level of organization on my tutorials. Right now, I've got to go in and empty my computer out again because somehow I got 2 terabytes of storage. Somehow it keeps going to one storage instead of going to the other storage. But I've got to go and get that all squared away. But I understand you for people that are beginners. Absolutely. That's why I will say to somebody, whether it's crochet, Tunisian, knitting, whatever, this person here, I find, is really good at teaching. Anybody that I say I have used. Now, if I've used somebody and I say, well, they have good tutorials, but they're too fast. That's my personal opinion on it. So, and everybody learns at a different speed and in a different way. So that's why sometimes you might have to watch several different people doing tutorials.
You'll find the person that clicks with you.
Yeah, that you click with, you're comfortable with, and you guys connect. And that's a personal thing. There's been tutorials I've watched it. I could not. I'll tell you one that I used to watch all the time, and I haven't watched all because she hasn't had many tutorials on. But Ruby from Ruby Knits Tejedos. She's Canadian, but she's from Cuba, and she does hers in Spanish and English. She doesn't have written patterns, but my very first sweater I ever did was from her channel, watching a tutorial. It was my very first sweater I ever did, and that was 5 years ago. But she teaches pretty good too. Like I said, there's the niche. The space has gotten so large with tutorials. That's why I'm not going to do Tunisian tutorials. That there's people that have that niche. I'll do an occasional crochet here and there if I find something that I think is unique, technique or something to do, like a simple stitch. But there are so many, Crystal over at Bag a Day. She has a whole playlist of basic crochet stitches. Single crochet, double crochet, treble crochet, triple, whatever you call it. But I have been watching channels. There's a couple channels I've been watching that I enjoy doing, well, now I see this person and it's supposed to be a crochet channel, vintage crochet channel. Well, now I'm going to do knitting tutorials and she's just a new knitter. Well, stick with what you know. Stick with what you know. And I feel I'm a better knitter than crocheter. As far as advancement, I think I do more advanced knitting patterns than I do crochet patterns. But I'm getting into more advanced crochet patterns. But that's just, that's my personal opinion. Everybody has a different opinion on pretty much everything. And that's what's so wonderful. We can have different opinions and discuss and all that good stuff. Divergent, I live vicariously through her and some of these other people that do all these yarn hauls. I live vicariously, but she donates a lot of her yarn too. So, Crystal's been around a long time and she's earned where she's at. She has earned where she's at. And again, I hear, through the community. I just wish everybody would quit being mean to other people, saying ignorant things. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything, okay? Don't. You will not find me talking about another creator in a negative way, because I was always brought up, if I can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. So I just wish there was not drama and turmoil within our community, because it is really a loving, good community. I go to the channels that have positive content. Those are the ones I enjoy because I'm surrounding myself with positive vibes.
Yeah, this should be a safe place.
And that's why this is. And again, and we all run our channels different. And I just remove myself, Divergent, from it. I have been blessed. I've had almost none, little early on, negative and issues. But since then, I have been very fortunate, other than the occasional bot we get in here or ignorant person. But
Oh yeah, that one time we had a few of them.
yeah, but my moderators are phenomenal, and they really are on top of it, and we get rid of them. So, Zara, I thank you. I'm thanking you, because without you guys, I would just be sitting here talking to the camera, thinking, oh, well, maybe somebody will watch, or leaving something up for posterity for my grandchildren to watch and think, boy, Nanny was an idiot. Actually, my nieces and great nieces and nephews do watch, because they like stuff on the island when I do stuff on the island. And as the weather gets nicer, I do more on the island. And now with the gimbal I have, I'm able to walk and not make everybody seasick.
You make me blush, Zara.
She is a lovely co-host, isn't she? She's my little vertic. And when I say little sis, I'm talking vertically challenged.
Oh, I'm also like younger, so
Yeah, she is younger than me.
I call you big sis doesn't mean like you're.
I am big.
No, you're not.
I am corn-fed and farm-bred.
You're taller than me, but you're older.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you, Divergent. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I have never been big on thumbs up, subscribe, and all that stuff there. But I do say thumbs up. We have a goal that we're trying to achieve by August, and we're working on that goal.
And I don't know if you heard that when you said about the shorter thing, somebody had a little chuckle.
I didn't say short. I said vertically challenged. Herb, come on, dear. You can take a walk. That's one of the favorite pastimes here.
I was talking with Jill the other day, and she says that she said, you look taller on video, because I'm sitting down.
Nope. Zara,
Yeah.
Marlene and Darlene are pretty much close to their height.
Yeah.
We used to call them the twins, Marlene and Darlene, because they rhymed. But yes, vertically challenged. And I can say that because I've met them both in person. Another one, Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter, is a few inches shorter than I am. I'm 5'7".
Yeah, we even have a picture of us, like, with our arms around each other.
Yeah, I think I put that up on the Facebook, the Yayas. One of us did. We have reached that time in the live. Yeah. Who was that? Carol Burnett used to say, so glad you enjoyed the show. But I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank everybody for the super chats, super stickers. Thank you very much. I hope everybody, don't forget to email me about your prize and get those out to you after the live. And be watching for this next the tutorial for the sweeping cables to upload tomorrow. And I hope everybody, if you're beginning on your knitting adventure, and I will see you next Sunday. Not to say there won't be a pop-up live in the middle of the week, but I know next Sunday we'll have our live, because I'll get ready to schedule that too. It's about the same time, 1 o'clock, Canadian time, Atlantic time.
Atlantic.
Come on. But thank you, everybody. Congratulations to my winners. Little sis, thank you once again for being a wonderful co-host.
Thank you for having me.
Tell hubby I said howdy.
He hears you.
Hi, honey. And I will see you guys all later on. Have a lovely day. And remember, I hope wherever you're at, you're staying safe, healthy, and happy, doing what it is that makes you happy. And remember, hug, smiles, and happiness. Pass it on. Make the world a better place each and every day. Be the light in somebody's dark day. Here's bye for now from Deer Island,
in Nova Scotia.
See you in the next video. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Mwah.
Mwah.